Hello everyone, Tim here again from timscomputerfix.net. Hey, in this video I'm going to be showing you a simple and inexpensive way to run multi-monitors off of any computer, desktop or laptop. Now this setup I'm about to show you can be done on any type of computer. It doesn't have to be a high-end computer with an expensive graphics card. You can use just about any desktop or even laptop to run not just 3, but 4, 5, even 6 or more monitors off of your inexpensive desktop computer or laptop. Well, just keep in mind though that this solution, this setup is not really meant for doing any kind of a high-end graphics work or any type of gaming like you would see like in an iFinity setup or something like that with multi-monitor gaming. This is definitely not for that. This is just for basic computing. Okay, we're going to be talking about the pluggable USB 2.0 VGA display adapter by DisplayLink. This is model USB-VGA-165. With this device, you can basically just plug it into any USB port on your computer, and you can plug your VGA cable from your monitor up to that. This supports up to 6 monitors. This supports display resolutions from 800 by 600 all the way up to your 1920 by 1080 or 1600 by 1200. This is a hot plug-and-play setup where you can add or remove additional displays without system reboot. Now these DisplayLink VGA display adapters can be found, I found these on Amazon for $35. So a very good, cheap solution for multi-monitor setup without using any equipment that would be a little bit more expensive or using any type of high-end video card. Again, this is for basic computing. Okay, we're going to put this to the test. I have 4 basic monitors here set up, just your basic monitors here that I want to try to run off of one really cheap and inexpensive desktop. And when I say cheap and inexpensive, I mean we're talking about a real basic computer that does have onboard graphics. Now I will say that with this setup I've done here, and I've done it with laptops also, we do have onboard graphics on this computer, but the onboard graphics of this motherboard does not support multi-monitor displays at all whatsoever. So that's the only thing we have to keep in mind here, that if you don't have a video card in the computer you're going to use onboard graphics, I would say 99% of the time it would work, just as long as the onboard graphics supports multi-monitors. This particular one does not. So what it did was force us to purchase a very inexpensive $20 ATI video card there that gives us a display port there, a VGA port, and you know, pennies to the dollar that card is it's an ATI. So that's what we purchased. This particular computer too was brought into us, and it had a lot of most of the USB ports were busted on it. So we have these USB ports back here all blocked off because it could cause shorts and such. That's just how banged up this computer was. So we got all this blocked off. These are the onboard graphics up here that we taped off so it won't be used because they won't be needing that. These are the USB ports here that have been kind of broken off and busted up, been treated kind of rough. And we also have front USB ports up here that also have tape because they have also been broken off and busted up. So this computer, which you can see there, Pentium, this computer is pretty much a basic desktop computer, nothing special about it. We have added a we did add a USB card, a 5-port USB card in here. So that's what that is, and that's a PCI Express 1 slot here. So we did add that, and we had to add a Molex connector to that. So that gives us our USB ports that we need to use with our USB display adapters, and it also, gives more USB ports to use for mouse keyboard if needed. And this little card down here is nothing but a FireWire card that was in the computer when we got it. So with that being said, we also have our display adapters that we have all hooked up. We've kind of mounted them, velcroed them here to the case, because this guy wants to run 4 monitors at one time. So we found out a way that we can kind of line them up and keep the wires out of the way and kind of make it neat. So we have 1, 2, 3. Why do we have 3? Well, because he wants 4. Here's our 4th one here. That goes to our main display out of our video card. So now we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. And these all go down and plug directly into the USB card that we've installed into the computer. And basically I would recommend that when you plug these in, you plug in one at a time. You plug in one and you go ahead and let Windows Update actually install the driver. I have this same setup on a older Dell laptop actually that are running 3 monitors with no problem. So I know this works, and I'm going to kind of demonstrate here exactly how they work. So we're going to go ahead and turn on this computer, and we'll get started. Okay, as you can see here, we have our computer running. Looking good. Our primary display is up and running, and our display adapters here have all green lights. So we know with the green lights, the driver's installed and the computer detects the displays properly, and they're pretty much ready to use. So basically what we need to do here is we have our second monitor here powered on and ready to go. So we'll just take our VGA cable to that monitor, and we'll plug it right in. We'll plug it right into that display port, and we start getting flashes on the screen. Out of range. There we go. And now we have our second monitor here, and we'll go ahead and check. We can move our mouse over to that, I believe. Yep, here's our cursor. Okay, basically what I've done is I've gone ahead and plugged the other monitors in. So now we've got all 4 monitors plugged in. We've got all 4 monitors showing, and I can pull my cursor across to all of them, or let's just pull we can pull from one screen to the other. Now, as you can see, I come off of this one and go to this one, and when I go to this one, it's not going to that one, it's actually coming over to this one. Well, we don't have to worry about swapping cables or ports or anything. We can basically just go into this setting here, and we can move them across. Okay, so this is the one I have set to my primary, my main display. So here it shows all of my displays that I have hooked up. So So this is an HP VS17E. So this is the one that I have as my main display, and this is display number 2. Okay, so basically you can just go in here and change the order of whichever way you want these monitors to be set up based upon what you're looking at here. I mean, so this is number 2, this is 2 here, so I probably want this to be number 4 because I want everything to go from left to right. So let's just say that I want this monitor that I'm looking at here, let's put that on the very end. Okay, and let's hit apply. Okay, so that's there. Okay, so basically, so now what we got is I can take from there now and pull over to here, and hopefully we can pull over to here. Yep, and now we can pull over to here. So that's kind of what I was wanting. And now, see, I don't want this far right one to be my primary. I want this far left one to be my primary. So basically what I'll do here, and this is another HP, this is a 1730. We'll switch to that one. Well, no, that was number 2. Yeah, so this is number 1. Let's just say this is number 1. Okay, and I want to make this default and hit apply. Okay, now that brings all my icons up here, and now that makes this one the primary, not that one. So that's kind of how that works. And then you can, of course, everything drags just fine across all 4. All right, and then there's another case here too, where you can, you can open up different pictures and different screens. You can drag and drop icons right across, put them anywhere you like, and that goes the same thing with photos. You can drag photos across anywhere you want to. Any pictures that you want, you can light up each individual screen with whatever photos you want. It works the same way. So I can just have this one here, and I can open up my documents folder, and we'll just pull that over to here. Now I got my documents folder here. All right, then we'll open up pictures folder. Okay, and we'll pull the pictures folder over here. And we can open up that just like so, and then we can come back over here and select my computer, and that opened up my computer over here, and we can take that, pull that over this way, and go full screen. So now what I have is a different display on each monitor, and that's how that works. You can work that out in any correlation that you want to. We'll just close these out, close these out, close these out, and open up the internet. Okay, we're not connected, but that can also be placed anywhere you like, your web browser. So there you go. Works very well, and I can even add 2 more monitors if I wanted to in this configuration. It's a very inexpensive way to get multi-monitor support without buying any expensive equipment. I'm really impressed with this product because I've used it in several situations with some business clients that I have. Just regular plain old laptops can support up to 6 monitors, just like I was showing here. It's a really great product. Hey, if you're in the Savannah area and you need help setting up your home office or business, look me up. TimsComputerFix.net is where you can find me. And until next time, everyone, see you soon.